Hello and welcome to a new video. It's currently 2:20 a.m. On May the 1st, and the LEGO Star Wars May the 4th promo has already started. So I'll keep this video short. I'll share my thoughts on the May the 4th promo this year, the sets I've picked up, and we'll take a look at the Brickzone website as well to share what I intend to get in store tomorrow morning. So the sale has been live for the past almost 2.5 hours now. And yeah, I think compared to last year, there aren't as many deals, which is a bit disappointing. Of course, the main highlight is these, UCS Jango Fett's Fire Spray class Starship. I think that's a great looking set. I did a hands-on quick look at some of the new releases, so do check out that video as well if you're interested. We've got a pretty good wave of Star Wars sets for this year's May the 4th release, so a total of 9 sets. Only one being a playset, being the Rebel U-Wing Starfighter, the rest being mostly 18 plus display style sort of sets. But yeah, no double points across all LEGO sets, unfortunately. In terms of gifted purchases, they have the Jango Fett Starship keychain, so this is exclusive to purchase of the UCS set. The Camino Training Facility, this is the main gifted purchase that everyone is after. We spent about $230. And the Millennium Falcon mini build. So this is a poly bag with purchases above $60 or more. So I was a bit disappointed that they removed the mid-tier gifted purchase. So last year, if you spent above I think $130 or $160 or so, you get this collector's coin. I know it's not really Star Wars, it's not a poly bag, it's not a figurine or anything buildable, but I think it's quite a nice collectible. And it's something that I was quite interested in because it's the first time Lego.com was around for May the 4th. We weren't able to get such gifted purchase promotions in previous years. So I was hoping they kept that this year, but unfortunately they've removed it. But I mean, at least the promos are stackable, so as long as you spend over $230, you will get both the training facility as well as the poly bag. So last year, I think they had some sets on 30% off, some of the older dioramas and some of the 4 plus sets as well. Those were 30% off. And there were some sets that were 20% off. If you use like a promo code, you can choose which set you want to get for 20% off. So sets, I think like the Ghost. So this year we do not have that. The main discounts we have are the LEGO Insider deal, so that's actually 20% off. So here's the LEGO Insider's members offer section. So basically you get 20% off these sets. The X-Wing Starfighter, this was the UCS set released last year, $295. Not bad considering you can get all the gift purchase promotions. But I do see this going for I think about $250 or less on like Lazada or Shopee. The Razor Crest, $719, still pretty expensive to me. The Venacle class Republic Attack Cruiser, this is a set that I would really like to get at some point, but it's just way too big. $764, I think it's still a bit pricey. I think I've seen it go for about $550 I think on Lazada, depending on when you buy it and what kind of promotions going on. Tentive 4, the mini scale ship, I think the retail price for this was very high to begin with, $130. It's a nice ship. I do want to get this at some point. I still think $110 is a bit pricey. I've seen it go for about $90, I think. ATTE Walker, another great set. I bought this before. It's been around for quite some time, and I think it's easily purchased for like $160. So $195 is still a bit pricey. But then again, if you get this and perhaps you get like a battle pack or so and you get the gift for purchases, not a bad deal. I think this is a great set. I think it's going to retire sometime this year as well. Mos Espa Pod Race Diorama, this is a set that I'm considering getting, and 20% off plus gift purchases, not a bad deal. Not a big fan of this set. I don't know much about it, but I know it's released sometime last year. Looks a bit pricey to me. Invisible Hand, I think this is a good deal. I think this was one of the better priced mini scale ships to begin with, so to get this for 20% off as well, under $70, pretty handy. I might pick this one up. The Droideka, I already bought this before, $80, pretty good deal. TIE Fighter and X-Wing mashup set, not a big fan of this. I think I'm not a huge fan of how that TIE Fighter looks, and I think this is a bit cheaper on the Brickzone site. We'll take a look at that later on as well. Body Tentive 4, I think this is a good price. Great minifigure selection, and you get that exclusive 5's 25th anniversary figure, so a good pickup. I did buy this one. So although we don't get 4 times points on certain sets, and double points do not apply to all the sets in the Star Wars theme, we do get double points on most sets actually. So we'll take a quick scroll through. So basically most of the sets that were released last year and the years before are included in double points. So even the AT-AT driver helmet that came out I think in March this year, it's also included. That's nice. Imperial Dropship versus Rebel Scout Speeder, I think this is a very sought after set, exclusive to Lego.com and Brickzone, and it's currently sold out at Brickzone, so to get this for double points stacked with the gifted purchase promotions I think is a good deal. Brickheads as well. Brickheads are exclusive and they do retire quite quickly. So if you haven't picked this one up, I think it's worth getting at double points. Captain Rex Y-Wing Microfighter. I think I've seen this go for a bit cheaper at some retailers, but sometimes it's hard to get. I still think it's quite a sought after minifigure, so I did pick this one up as well actually. We have Paz Vizsla and Moff Gideon Battle. This is quite a nice set, but the pricing is insane, $65 for this. Some of the keychains as well as Fennec Shan keyring. So this is actually $6.60, 40% off, and you get double points. So pretty handy if you're short of, a couple dollars to get a good purchase. I think this is worth picking up. So that's about it for Lego.com. What I end up picking up? Well, I got two of those dropship battle speeder sets for $65.50, and I bought the Boarding on Tentive 4 playset as well with the insider discount at 20% off, as well as the Rex Y-Wing Microfighter. So that came out to just above $230, and I managed to get the Camino Trading Facility gift purchase. So I think pretty good selection of sets. I got what I wanted from Lego.com. Like I said, I do miss having that mid-tier gift purchase, but it is what it is. I still think May the 4th, Star Wars Day, is still an annual event for me, and I always look forward to getting Lego sets on May 4th. So yeah, I'm pretty pleased with what I picked up. We'll take a quick look at Brickswall as well. They do have their own range of promotions for Star Wars Week. So here we are at the Brickswall website. They do have the Millennium Falcon polybag as well as the Camino Trading Facility gift purchase promotion as well. But the thing with Brickswall is that the gift purchases are not stackable, so you can choose either or. I guess in the case, like I said, because Lego.com is missing the mid-tier gift purchase, you're not missing out much if you decide to buy from Brickswall, because the polybag honestly isn't worth much. It's probably like $5-6 and you can get it quite easily. So if you're after the new releases and you're a Brickswall member, getting 10% off straight away plus the gift purchase might be a handy deal, and direct in-store as well. You can use more discounts, get free parking, things like that. May come in handy. So another promotion, so getting the TIE Interceptor and AAT polybags. These are both polybags from last year's May the 4th promo. If you spend over $119, you get both of these. So pretty handy. It's not stackable with the Camino Trading Facility, but I think, let's say you just want to pick up like Jango Fett's helmet, you get both of these for free, which I think is pretty decent. I'm not really after them, not really interested in them because I already have both of them from last year. But if you're not looking to pick up $230 worth of Star Wars sets, this is, a nice bonus to have. Couple other promotions here, not Star Wars related. I think botanical sets are 20% off, and there's like a free flower polybag with a spend of $69. Ninjago as well, 25% off Jabba Sail Barge, pretty decent deal. 20% off selected Star Wars sets, we'll take a look at that. 20% off botanical sets and some member discounts as well. So here's the selection of Star Wars sets on 20% off, valid till the 18th of May. Not a massive selection actually, only just 10 sets here. Nothing really stands out to me, and I think, yeah, not a massive deal. I think most of these sets are widely available in most department stores, nothing exclusive here, I think. Here's a quick look at the store calendar. So we have the advertisement for the exclusive launch of the UCS set, 25% off here, the gift purchases. There's a Star Wars Make and Take event for kids on 4th of May, that's pretty nice. I do have this Grogu mini build, I think it's really nice. Buy any Lego Star Wars set and stand a chance to win one set of this Star Wars Darth Vader, Princess Leia and Yoda models. This looks pretty nice, valid throughout the whole of May, so pretty handy if you're going to pick up anything, worth signing up and trying to win this set as well. So what do I intend to pick up from Brickswall in store tomorrow? So these are the 3 sets, like I said. Day 1 pickups, it's worth getting new releases from Brickswall, so the Revenge of the Sith Heroes and Villains Brickhead set, Kylo Ren's helmet, and the Acclamator mini scale ship. So with my 10% off member discount, it comes down to $240, and that's enough for me to get the Camino Trading Facility gift purchase. So that's about it for May the 4th this year. I think last year's selection of deals were a lot better. Nonetheless, May the 4th, Star Wars Day, is an annual event for me, something I look forward to. And yeah, really excited to see these sets when they come in. Everything is pretty much well stocked on Lego.com. I did get an email saying that the sets that I ordered were not available and maybe delayed or something, but I'm not too sure if that's a standard email. I got the same email last year and the sets came in within the week. So we'll see if, there's any delay with shipping. But I do see everything I ordered still available online. Gift purchase promotion is still live on the website, so shouldn't be a problem if you do intend to pick anything up in the coming hours or over the next day or two. So that's about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more LEGO Star Wars videos to come soon.